Hello. Honor and respect. Welcome. Welcome, lighters. Come on in. Let's breathe. All right. We're going to be talking about, as the um, title says, why did you meet the person who is on your mind as you're watching this reading? Why did you meet this person? Why did they come into your experience? Um, and what did they come to teach you? All right. I hope this message finds you exactly when you need it, and I hope that it um inspires you to create more and more freedom in your life. Feel free to subscribe to this channel and be here. First we have the Three of Pentacles. No strength. Oh. We have the Strength card. We have the Five of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Wands, the Four of Cups, and the Emperor. This is a love reading. What I'm saying is this person, they're the definition of the total package in the sense that if you were to design a helpmate, there's honestly, we have the Queen of Wands, we have the King of Cups, the Six of Swords, the Justice card, and the King of Swords. We have the Ten of Cups, we have the Empress, and we have the Eight of Pentacles. I mean, the message, is extremely clear. What we're seeing is, like I was saying, the perfect helpmate. We have the Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck and the Six of Pentacles at the top. I like the Seven of Swords in this deck. It's kind of like what's not being seen, what's being buried, but it's bright. It's not hiding any sort of deception. It's more hiding the depth of the intensity of their feelings for you, of the intensity of what they're actually able to see. And what I'm seeing is this is also kind of a matched energy where you are also um kind of struggling with the intensity of what you feel. It's kind of like you've been in this moment of just um it's kind of like it's weird. It's been weird the amount of synchronicities that happens every time that you're around this person. So when you're having conversations and it's like they're saying, so it's kind of like you guys are the same but different. It's kind of like they're coming to the same destination but from a different path. In that path, all of the different lessons that they've learned tend to be exactly what you need to learn or to hear in order to unlock a lot of the um, in order to unlock a lot of what is um, underneath when it comes to you and when it comes to the path that you have chosen in this life and when it comes to what you've decided that you want to do. It's like you have reached this moment basically where you understand um, what you need to do in order to um, in order to move forward, what you need to do in order to build your empire. I'm hearing an empire of creativity and freedom. And what you found is the emperor to your empress and the empress to your emperor, someone who is balanced within their masculine and feminine energies, someone who also needs what you have to provide. It's kind of like a team made in heaven. And I don't even like, I don't know what language that is. That is for someone specific because I don't really, um, the heaven and hell thing, that's not really my thing. But it's kind of like that. But it's more, I'm saying this to say that okay, what that brought up was that there may be some sort of um, friction when it comes to what you believe and what they believe. What I'm seeing is their eyes are being opened and your eyes are being opened. So the way that you view the world is shifting, but it's shifting in an interesting way where you're understanding things from a practical perspective, but that is going through your intuition. It's kind of like you're living in this paradox of um what is and what can be and what it's kind of like you in order to manifest what you've been doing is living in the future and in the present, understanding that what you're doing now is what is going to bring tomorrow. So like when you see the dream of where you want to be, you are understanding that getting up in the morning and like maybe spending 2 hours researching something and taking notes in a document, that is exactly what gets you close to the dream that you're seeing. You don't have to live in the future. You just know that every step that you make right now is bringing you closer to that dream that you have. And all you're doing is putting one foot in front of the other, understanding that it's already here. And both of you are um learning this lesson of this kind of um like it's already here message, where you're both, it's kind of like finding each other is kind of like a confirmation from the universe is what it feels like for you. It feels like a confirmation from the universe because it's like, oh, so what I want, I can actually manifest it. You have manifested each other. And the fact that you can see each other every time you interact, you're like, oh shit, it's like the universe is communicating to me through this person. So it's like what I've been doing, it's a confirmation that the work that you've been doing has already been proven fruitful. You're already harvesting on the manifestations that you've already presented. Therefore, you're confirming that what you've learned, the processes that you've gone through, those things actually work. And so, if it worked enough to bring this person to you, that means the work that you both get to do together, both in the 3D where you're actually putting brick by brick, bringing something together, building something together, as well as what you're building within your mind. Frames, how are you viewing the world? How are you redefining ground concepts like love, like commitment, like loyalty, like uh what does it mean to reproduce? Whether it means to actually decide whether you want to have children or not have children, or decide what will be the thing that you come together to create. Because this union is supposed to be productive. This is a union. You see all of these different pentacles. We have the Six of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles. We have the Five of Pentacles, which I want to talk about. The Five of Pentacles, it's in this deck, it's such a beautiful card. It's kind of like a missing piece is the Five of Pentacles. And what I'm seeing is that you found the missing piece in order to take it from the Five of Pentacles to the Six of Pentacles, and then to get to the Eight of Pentacles as well, which is on the deck, on the table. We have the Strength card as well. It's like both of you are taming each other through this transformation in how you view the world. Maybe a lot of the things that you said you wouldn't do, you're finding yourself wondering what is the reason why you didn't want to do something. So, for example, I've been talking to friends about things like marriage and having kids and things that, I said I wouldn't, I wouldn't do, and I have friends as well who are going through kind of similar situations where it's like some of the things that we said we wouldn't do, you start realizing and you start paying attention, you start going to therapy. And you're seeing that some of the things that you you do are still a reaction to the things that happened within our upbringing. So sometimes when something happens, especially in the first relationships that were modeled for us, we look at them and we're like, okay, so this my parent used to do this and this and this, my caretaker used to do this and this and this, I'm going to do the complete opposite thing, or I'm never going to allow myself to do this thing. And then you never question anything beyond that. You just separate an activity or a decision or, an experience. You separate it from yourself without questioning why, without questioning whether there are things within that experience that would help you along the path that you've chosen for yourself. And so you're finding yourself as you're meeting this person, you're finding yourself in this crossroads where you're actually talking to people and talking to that person and realizing that, hey, there are certain things that I've cut myself away from that are actually, it's more of a trauma response than it is something that is genuinely inspired by my intuition, by my true desires. So you're going back and making decisions, that are more grounded, that are not grounded in this kind of resistance or feet kicking or anything like that. You're grounded, you're saying, hey, these are the things that I want to experience in my life. These are the things that I think will help along my path. These are the things that I'm being intuitively called upon to experience. And I am going to do that, because what you'll also realize is that a lot of times, and what I'm also realizing is that there are a lot of distortions in this world. We've completely, like when it comes to the concept of love in itself, of relationships in themselves, it's so hard to actually find real guidance, real advice that's not grounded in this kind of dysfunctional gendered way of seeing men and women, or even when people say things like masculine and feminine energies, and you can sense that it's just kind of a replacement, but not a real questioning of the things that we need as individuals, and that we need within relationships as people, not lost in roles, or not lost in supposed tos or shoulds, but just learning the other person and seeing the other person through all of your eyes, including the eyes of, what is this person coming into my life to teach me? Right? This person is coming into your life to teach you about balance, to reflect. A lot of these things, like, you're not necessarily in this position where you're learning, this person is teaching you balance. It's more that you're tweaking things. It's kind of like, a lot of times, you go through therapy, or you've been working on yourself, and when you're by yourself after you've done quite a bit of work, you're very much like, oh shit, I'm good, like, I'm good. But what you understand is that when you then come next to other people, you're like, oh crap, like, you start getting triggered, different things start to change. So now this is kind of like what's happening, right? It's kind of like chemistry. You've gone through all of the different reactions for yourself, so now we're introducing a new element, and now you're seeing all of the different, energetic interactions between you and that person, and seeing how the changes are rolling in, and how positive those changes are, how regenerative they are, how they are exactly, like, you're yielding insights left and right that are exactly what you need as you're moving forward in this spiritual journey that you're on. I'm seeing you coming in as the Queen of Wands as well. So you're definitely finding out that the magic really in life, the secret really is, you find your vibe, like, you create your vibe that is genuinely based on your intuition. You learn yourself, you learn what you love, and you practice it. And once you do that, what you're doing is creating your own vibration. And you're then emitting that. You're creating a beacon and pulling towards you all of the things that you need along your path, all of the energies that need you, sorry, that need you along their paths. So you're calling, it's kind of like a bat signal. but you have to know yourself in order to know what shape that signal is supposed to be. What is it that you're emitting? Which is why you are in this position now where you can share yourself with the world, where you can share your talents with the world, where you can share yourself with your person, where you can inspire your person to also share themselves with the world and share their talents with the world. It's like both of you are now ready to step into the sun. And it's like now you've been doing it alone, and now you don't have to do it anymore. You get to have a safety net, you get to have a partner. We have Cupid's arrow, love is coming, surprise invitation, meeting, hesitation. What I'm seeing as well is in this moment, this message is also for people who have been in longer relationships. And this is a moment of transformation for your person. Like this is a moment of transformation for your person where you're really like they're coming into themselves. So now you're also learning from them. You're learning from them to see, oh, this is my person. Now they're growing, now they're healing, and they're becoming someone else. And now I have to adjust because, this is also grounded in love. And I'm seeing my person getting better, feeling better, and I want more of that. So I want to accommodate more of that. And so by doing that, by doing like the act of consideration, you yourself are also changing and moving more and more closer to who you're trying to be. We have the chaser, fear of abandonment. I'm seeing that this is also something that this is a great thing that the person is teaching you or giving you the opportunity to practice not chasing and just welcoming. And so you can find you're also likely to find yourself like this person is going to teach you, or this person is already teaching you how to be detached while also being in love. And that is a great, great, great lesson where you get to learn boundaries, you get to learn to enjoy each other and be there for each other, while also learning how to still remain and do your work. And that's really important because um, you get to remain and still do your work because that's going to be important because you guys are coming together to do work together. Remember all of these pentacles on the table. Therefore, if that's what's going to be happening, that means there, and again with the justice card, there has to be a sense of balance, especially since the energy between you and this person is so um sorry, is so vibrant. It's very, very important for you to be able to maintain that balance, to maintain that flow, so that both of you are able to do the work that you need to do as individuals, but you also have this kind of well-oiled connection where you're also able to put your energies together to create this thing that are coming in. This relationship is also healing. It's healing the ways that you've seen relationships before. It's healing all of those different experiences that you've had when you were out of alignment. It's kind of like I like to talk about it in terms of like um it's like therapy test. It's like you used to do something one way, and you used to see the world one way, and you've done the work, you've done so much work on yourself in so many different areas, that now you're getting this new experience with this person. All of these new things are happening, and now you get to decide, especially when you're encountering moments that are familiar. They kind of look familiar, but then the way that you react to them, the way that you handle them, it's kind of like a moment for you to evaluate yourself and evaluate how far you've come. And so, especially when it comes to relationships, when it comes to learning how to build boundaries, how to let go, how to grow, how to transform, how to allow yourself to forgive yourself for some of the decisions that you made, especially when it comes to like the old things that you used to do, such as chasing, having, huge abandonment issues, and how that used to show up in your relationships in ways that you might find cringy now. But what's really happening is that you're looking at this new relationship with this person, and you're seeing how easy it is for you to actually flow through it. If this person is going, they're going to spend time with their families or whatever, you're happy that they're spending time with their families and they're having fun. You're not thinking, oh shoot, like, is there somebody there that they're, it's kind of like you're learning secure attachment, and it's something that's happening within real time. And it's kind of really weird for you, because what you're understanding is that your attachment issues have been healing through you healing yourself, where you're understanding that you're the base, as in like what you've been understanding, where so much has been stripped away from you. You're understanding that, oh, I'm the constant, I'm the balance, I'm the stability. So you understanding that makes it very easy for you to come back to yourself every time you even might feel a little pull towards that kind of anxiety, that apprehension when it comes to that person. You're like, oh, even if this person was doing something that is not is some sort of betrayal in some way, even if I have to walk away, now I know how to walk away. I know how to walk away. I know how to do what I need to do in order to heal myself, in order to move forward. And respect. And we have love, unconditional love, self love, focus on self, shadow work, self appreciation. Absolutely. Healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationships, and we have soulmates, soul connections. All right, gonna get a couple more oracle cards. We have express your love. We have wedding. We have separation. um what I'm seeing, yeah, so it's falling right around, like right on top. So there might be some kind of what I'm seeing is physical separation from your person. They might be doing something. um we have you deserve love. And so this moment is really kind of teaching you, it's kind of bringing you back to yourself. So now you're understanding love from that perspective of, oh, this is we have retreat, and we have heart to heart conversation. What I'm seeing as well is that there is a conversation that also needs to happen with your person. We have worth waiting for. Make the effort. Okay, so we have romantic feelings. A lot of confirmation, basically, for from this deck. So what I'm saying is there's a conversation that needs to happen with your person where all of these realizations that you've been having, like you need to kind of open up that moment with them, all of those synchronicities that you've been picking up on, like this, the weirdness of the connection that you've been feeling, like, oh my gosh, this is very intense and kind of weird. What I'm seeing is that it's time for you to have this conversation with this person, and so um this will definitely bring in a lot of it will definitely bring in a lot of change, a lot of connection, a lot of intimacy to the relationship, because you'll be surprised to see what they themselves have to say. What they themselves have been paying attention to, what has been coming up for them. So, what I'm seeing is that it will definitely help you see the bigger picture, and it will kind of concretize a lot of those things that you've been seeing with that person. It's kind of going to bring everything into the present, so that both of you know where each other stand, both of you know what each other is thinking, what is coming up for you. And I see we have the abundant universe will provide, and transformation is beautiful. Take a leap of faith is also coming up. So definitely, I'm seeing that there is some apprehension about that conversation, but we have spirit has your back. So you're definitely being called upon to make that move, and you won't have to do too much. As soon as you start bringing it up, they'll start getting it, and they'll start getting into it, and you get to truly open it up and see. And you'll be really surprised. You'll be really surprised to see what they themselves have been going through on their end, and that's going to yield a lot of different insights for you. Let's see, we have balance. We'll just pull a few lastly all these from this deck, and then we'll close out the reading for today. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. So definitely to help reduce this anxiety that you feel about talking to them and kind of opening up about what's happening. Definitely think of it that way, where it's like it adds color to the relationship when both of you differ in some way, because then it gets to open up like different ways, even more ways that are different of seeing the world, and you get to see where do your conclusions and theirs meet. And what I'm seeing is this is also a playful time as well. So you don't have to do it in terms of like, you don't have to take it from the point of view of like a very serious conversation. It can just be like, oh my gosh, have you realized, or bringing it up more in real time when something happens. You can say it more in real time and be more vocal about it, and then kind of allow them to then divulge, kind of open up on their own and share with you what they've also seen. We have passion. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. Yeah, this person is definitely into you. Like very, very, very into you. And it's kind of like that way of being into someone where it's like everything they do. Everything they do is kind of like, dang, like where did this person come from? You feel like an alien to them. The past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. Yeah, there's a lot of like leap of faith, just kind of go in and just do it. Just follow your intuition. Whatever's calling out to you, just go there. It says, look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. And that's going on top of the Ten of Cups. We have twin flames. Your passion ignites. What I'm seeing is definitely there's higher level soulmate relationship definitely here. We have sexual union, honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul. For that is where you will find true bliss. All right. Close your eyes. This is the last one. And tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life, regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. This moment has definitely been, I'm seeing that it's coming on the heel of a big challenge for you. So you're still a little kind of shaky on it. You're like, okay, so is the rug going to be pulled under my feet like right after I get comfortable with this? So what I'm getting is that you should see it more as a new foundation. You've broken new ground on a new house. It's more like that. It's not, you're getting, this is something that you're building from the ground up. So it's not something that's on a rug. It's not something that you're like dropping somewhere. It's something that you're building from scratch. And so what I'm seeing is there's a lot of call for enjoying the present moment. You don't have to be super, super worried about like the whole soulmate thing and is this forever and this. No, just enjoy the current moment, allow yourself to fall, allow yourself to get into it, and then watch. And yeah, thank you for watching this reading. Thank you for being here. I hope this message finds you exactly when you need it and that it inspires you to create a life of more freedom. And yeah, have a great rest of your day.